Hey! Huh! Well, so much for 2 nights alone. Dadgummit. That's okay. The more the merrier. That's what I say. The more the merrier. Too bad they couldn't have come last night. Join me in the celebration. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. This little spot's right in front of my camp. So. Definitely looks. It's a lot more scenic. Oh. But very shallow right here. Very shallow. Just cast far. So as before, I got a little mosquito on the end of that, or a mosquito-like hook, and it totally makes sense. There's a lot of mosquitoes here, so I'm sure that's part of their regular diet. Yeah, I was hoping those people were just hikers and would pass on by, but then I saw their packs and game over. No, people don't just hike with fully loaded backpacks. But hey, everybody's entitled to answer the call, no matter where you are. And that part of it makes me happy. Finding time out of a busy schedule, busy work, especially if you got family, goodness gracious. To spend that time, take that time off and spend it with your family in the outdoors, that's why I love the outdoors so much, because we would go out camping with my dad, with my family, and I'd rather, when I was a kid, I would rather do that than go to like Mexico or something like that, or just anything else. Any other suggestion for a holiday just fell on deaf ears. Starting to feel the heat from the sun through the clouds. That's a good sign. There's that eagle again. I don't know if you can see that in the background. Yeah, it keeps flying from that tree to the one it just took off from. No doubt looking for fish. Oh, let's reel this bad boy in slowly. Oh, I don't know if you caught that way back there, but it scooped down to try and catch something. Very cool. It's nothing better than having an active eagle's nest when you're coming up to a lake. That's a good sign. Okay, I'm gonna try this a couple more times. I would like to try my power bait as well. See if they're going for that. But I'm so happy they're going for things that have never worked for me in the past. So who knows? Power bait. Maybe today's your lucky day. All right, so I got the power bait on there now. See how this works. Probably leave this out a lot longer before I reel it in. See what that does, huh? Nice to be able to stick it somewhere. Or you can hang on to it. Power bait's floating. All the other times when I've tried it, it sinks. I might need to cinch the bobber a bit further up. There we go. Well, the power bait is not working well, but I don't care because the sun is coming out. Dream come true. The thing with the power bait is I believe it's most effective with fish that have just been released from a hatchery or a fishery. So, I guess these fish have not been just released. I can't imagine these fish are native to this lake. It's too small. But who knows? Who knows? Coffee and fishing. Well, I had a couple bites when I reeled it in real close, but that's just from these little guys that are nearby. Just no care in the world, these guys. Figure if I cast farther out, there's maybe something bigger out there, but nothing's going for it. You can see where every single fish is, at least where they're surfacing. Pure glass. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm all set for wood tonight. I just found a partially burnt log kind of in the lake here. I've been drying it out throughout the day, so that'll maybe allow me to leave the logs that I cut up for the fire. Maybe I can leave them for the next party that comes. We'll see how the fishing is here. If I don't catch anything within the next while, maybe I'll hike back to the other place. But I remember last night from 7:30 to 9 o'clock, the lake just came alive. Fish surfacing everywhere. So, mind you, last night was clear. Well, off camera, I did catch another fish, probably about the same size. It was so funny. I was casting out far, and I saw a bunch of fish right beside me, so I did one of these, and there was like six fish, all the same size. They all chased it, and then one got it, and there you have it. There's my second fish of the day. Tons of bites, but no commitments until that one. But this weather is super disappointing. We got some fog rolling in. It's just hitting the treetops now. Otherwise, I would have been getting likely a nice sunset. But everywhere where the fog is, it's blocking the sun. So perhaps tomorrow when I'm leaving, I'll get lucky with the weather. I don't think it's supposed to rain, but dang, dadgummit. Oh, this one's soupy. Again, way too much water. Oops. This is 3 cheese lasagna. It wasn't mixed very well. That makes it better. And that was thunder. Interesting. Okay. Things are shaping up. I like it. That'll do. I could deal with a thunderstorm. That would mark a couple new things on this trip. First multi-nighter, first thunderstorm. Oh boy. Cheers to you guys. This is my last dinner here. Done just right. Delicious. Yeah, there is no activity on the water. The fish have, they've gone home. You guys gotta see this. Nope, that's not smoke. Thank God, that's fog. And it be rolling in nice and quick. Wow, weather changes real quick up here. No, that's an airplane. At this rate, I could do one more day. Catch a couple fish and live off that for the last day. Goes to show if you're going to like a lake or something and you're thinking, nah, I'm not going to bring my fishing rod. I don't really want to fish. Well, bring it anyway. You never know if you're going to be, for whatever reason, stranded, out of food. I'd even say, and you may not agree with this, but I'd even say, even if you don't have your license, bring a rod. Oh boy. This again. Here comes the rain. At least I have a little treat, a little dessert. Dessert. And a little bit left of this dessert. Alright, dessert time. We are getting thunder, folks. Two pretty big ones off camera. Oh, dessert is cinnamon apple crisp. Yummy. Yum yum. Dang it. Let's get the knife. It's like a meal in itself. I put in one of my oatmeals as well, just to give it some girth. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Das ist gut. So, I don't think this is going to last long. There we go. Seeing that this is a thunder shower, and it already is getting light this way where the sun is setting, so maybe this will pass in the next couple minutes. A nice way to end the night. Nice thunder shower. Tarp's pooling some water. I'll have to solve that in a second. Delicious. Now this is officially my last packaged meal, if you don't count the oatmeal during my stay here. Now that the rain's falling, it looks like there's a lot more activity on the lake. Weird. I wonder what fish think when it's raining. Alright, never mind, the rain has picked up. Oh man. No, that's an airplane. Is it? Yes. I've got a big log over the fire, so it should stay nice and strong. Got my logs right here. My last logs. Cheers to thunderstorms and 2 nights. Kind of wish I had more in here. But you gotta pack light. Oh boy. So tomorrow, probably get up somewhat early, unless I have a good sleep and manage to sleep in. Depending on the weather, I'd like to fish again. And then make the long journey out of here. I'm under this awesome tree. It's been raining for a bit now and haven't felt one drop. So I've got all my essential gear under with me. I could put it under the tarp, but whatever. It's dry here. What a day. Okay, we are in it now. This short thunder shower has turned into a monsoon. Winds are picking up, thrashing my tarp quite a bit. And this tarp is just not built for this type of rain. It's doing the trick for now. Hopefully all 4 ends maintain. If something gives way, I'm getting soaked for sure. Oh man! So I'm just hunkered under here, sitting on my chair. Jeez. Just rivers of water around my tarp. Wow. So I had to use my my tripod for a centerpiece to my tarp because I couldn't find a piece of wood in time. Well, it's doing the trick. The fire's still going well. Oh my goodness! What a night! What a night! There's no way this lasts all night. No way. I'm nice and dry though. for now. Oh man, this has been such a bipolar day. Just a few minutes ago, probably the hardest rain that I've heard it all night. And now, it seems to have calmed down a bit. And some light protruding out of my right side. And having a quick look, it looks like the skies are opened up, right where the sun set. A little late. Thanks a lot. But I guess right above me, still rain. I've only got up a few times to go stoke the fire. Make sure it's still going well. Put a few more logs in just to keep it going. I hope this rain turns off, as it were, so I can sit next to the fire. I got a little bit wet. My chair, in the mad scramble, I forgot to bring in my chair, and tried to wipe it off as best as I could, but got my butt wet a bit. So now my butt's a bit cold. Oh yeah, this is the mountains. Yikes. If the rain stops, it'll also give me a chance to possibly reorganize my tarp. It's not really set up the best way for a torrential downpour. And make sure my bedding's not wet. I tucked it away pretty good, should be fine. Oh boy. Perhaps a tent would have been more ideal. There was a couple pretty good thunderclaps. Couldn't get the camera on in time, but very cool to be out in the woods during that. Oops. Cool little toad or frog. Oh boy. I know that it sounds like it's still raining a little bit, but that's just the drip dry from the trees. It is now almost completely clear above me. So, bipolar indeed. Now, there are clouds still around. Pretty foreboding ones, so we'll see. But I'm no longer under the tarp. I'm right next to the fire right now, trying to warm my dry and warm my wet bits. What a night, and it's barely 10 o'clock. Oh dear. So I want to try and get dry here. Well, it is now clear again, and temperatures are dropping. Right on schedule. Right when I'm heading to bed. So I'm putting on my rain jacket as an extra layer tonight. Fire's still smoldering. I got it going pretty hot. Dried out some things. And I've got my tripod still acting as a support post for my tarp. Figure I'd keep that up just in case. It's not. I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, but what do I know now? The weather is just insane up here. So it provides much more robust structural integrity to my shanty shelter. So this will be the last night up here. Hopefully I make it through all right, and I hope there's better weather tomorrow morning, and that's where I'll see you next. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Good night. Good night. Good morning. Had the luxury of sleeping in a bit. Fog is still here, but the sun is starting to poke through, which is lovely. Okay, I'm going to get up and get the fire going and maybe get some coffee. Yes. It's a beautiful morning for oatmeal and coffee. Now, one thing I like to do, instead of hot water, I like to put a bit of coffee in my oatmeal. Two birds with one stone kind of thing, you know? It gives it that nutty flavor. Well, last night was strange. From a promising sunset to thunder showers to fog to clear, back to fog, and here we are, back to fog. A trip of firsts. Yeah, I'd like to do more fishing. It looks like there's just rainbow trout in here, and they're actually spawning in the nearby stream. They're like swimming up it. I think maybe there's just too much competition for food up here. Fish aren't able to eat as much as they would like, and so they can't grow That's my theory anyway. Oh, there's plenty of bugs up here, so who knows? I think I'm gonna pack up after a few hours more and start making my way down, and I'll bring you along for the ride, I guess. A lot of cool sights. You saw some of them on the way up, but okay, let's try this again. This is the setup that worked for me yesterday when I caught something off camera. Oh yeah, I see fish chasing it, but again, just the little guys, just the small dudes, you know. So last night I slept pretty well. Not the greatest sleep the first night, so I just passed right out. The sound of the rain on the tarp, that's nice. Sun's trying to poke through the clouds again. As you can probably see, not a whole lot of fish activity, so I don't know that they're going to go for anything right now. Yeah, they're not interested in this one at the moment. So I got another setup. This one worked for me yesterday. Just a mosquito lure on the end of a sinker and bobber. Just notice what my hair is doing. Whoa, whoa. Nice. Go, got caught on a log. So I got the lure and line snagged on a log. So I don't want to have to do this, but I don't want to leave that lure in the lake for some unsuspecting fish to get hooked and never escape. So I'm going in. that wasn't fun. It was like quicksand. Getting my feet stuck in there. I had to cut the line because I was getting soaked, and I didn't have, I wasn't able to unhook it. It was really tangled in there. Alright, well, I'm packed up and ready to go. The campsite is clean of all my my stuff, and campfire is out. Just in time. Nice for it to get sunny as soon as I leave. Man, oh man. But yeah, I'll bring you along with me. Let's do one more check of the campsite, and let's be off. Oh, there's a piece of plastic right there. Not sure if that's mine, but I'll bring it. Anyway. Okay, good to go. One more look at the lake. From my side, anyway. Beautiful. Just stunning, hey? Everything just comes alive when the sun comes out. Bugs, fish, humans. Okay, let's be off. Let's get it on. Well, sure, I'm glad I'm not hiking in the rain. So in a way, maybe this is better. Rain when I'm all hunkered down, and nice weather when I'm traveling. Seems right. So obviously this hike's going to be mostly downhill, which is great in a way. Less sweating, but likely my knees and feet are gonna feel it more. It's beautiful mountain meadows. One thing I'm looking forward to when I get home is actually editing this video. The editing process is probably just as, I look forward to it just as much as actually going out into the woods. I really enjoy video editing and being creative in that way. I'm definitely an amateur. But I do enjoy it. I like looking at other people's videos and seeing their style, seeing how they edit, certain little tricks. You know, compiling music to it as well is also a big joy of mine. The only thing is it's quite time consuming. It takes me depending on how long, probably 3 to 4 hours per hour of footage, depending on how intricate I want the scenes to be. But yeah, if I take a while on editing, that's why. I want to make sure it's good. And The worst thing is putting it over in an overnight render, which it usually takes, 4 hours, depending on how long it is. I'd say about 2 hours per hour of footage. Or maybe more, 3 hours actually. And then realizing, oops, there's a mistake. Whoops. Now YouTube does allow you to edit videos once they've been posted, but it's just mean cuts. So you're doing all the edits to the original, which means music and all audio is going to be cut up. So a little insight into the producing aspect of these videos, or of a video on the YouTube. I don't really worry about animals too much. With that said, I do have bear spray, because that's just kind of foolish to be out in the summer without some sort of deterrent. But another way, since most encounters are accidental, another way is every so often cough or sneeze. Or, sing and talk. And in my case, talk to you. So thank you for keeping me safe. Much appreciated. Your contribution does not go unnoticed. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the uphill part is over, I think. Just a nice Sunday afternoon walk. The thing about this trail is it's totally accessible by vehicle, so it's not uneven, but it's still mostly uphill on the way up here. So it burns the calories for sure, but it's a nice hike. Beautiful sights. The smells up here are terrific. Just the smell of pine, the flowers that are blooming right now. Oh. Hey, bear. Hey! Huh! Okay, that bear is right on my path. Doesn't seem too afraid of me. Well, that was interesting. Pretty cool, actually, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't startled. It was literally, I don't know, 20 meters, if that, in front of me before I scared it. I came around this bend, and I was walking pretty heavy, but I scared it, and it ran off 10 meters, stopped, and then started walking towards me. Yeesh. It's wandered up the hill. Had my bear mace out just in case once I put the camera down. If he would have fake charged me or charged me, I would have hit him with the camera. So good thing that didn't happen. Seeing that on the tripod it offers as a formidable club. But every so often, just gonna look back, see if it's following me. I don't know that bears are stalking animals. Maybe they are. They sure walk very silently. There's a lot of construction down here, as it is a resort. At least down here it is. So, a lot of noise going on. Might explain why the bear wasn't too afraid to see me. Whew. Okay, folks, that is gonna do it. Oh man. It's funny, every time I've had a bear encounter, every single time it's been on the way out from wherever I was. So, maybe that's a rule. Or maybe it just helps by saying, even on the way out, keep your guard up, because bam, that sort of thing can happen. And that bear could have just as easily ran towards me. It was literally 10, at most 20 meters away, and it would have had me before I was ready. Although I do have pretty quick action with my knife. So, I don't want to put those skills to the test though. Anyways guys, that was a trip of firsts. First multi-nighter, first bear encounter, at least alone. And first thunderstorm in the woods alone. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you want to see more, don't be shy. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys. Oh.